Gotham's night gives way to something older than crime, a city of shadows, graves, and whispered fear. In the darkness, a legend stirs.
Away, whimpering pups, Dracula lives again.
The air turns cold as if the night itself recoils. In a world of monsters and masked hunters, only one thing is certain: the hunt has begun.
And he lives to slay.
Halloween hangs over Gotham like a shroud, each shadow hiding a nightmare. Somewhere in the Dark Knight would recognize the warning too late, or not at all. For tonight, fear wears a vampire's face, and the city has become a tomb. The only question left is who will survive when Dracula rises again. Hidden in the shadows where legend and nightmare merge, Gotham-like darkness gives way to an ancient terror. They whisper of a creature older than empires, feared even by the bravest souls. Born, they say, from the deepest bowels of hell, he feeds on the blood of innocents, a king of darkness, a prince of evil, and his name is spoken only in dread. Now the tale turns to a grim possibility: Dracula may be gone for good. The night holds its breath as the hunted and the faithful search for a way back.
I'm sorry, gang, but I can't find anything to help us revive Dracula. Maybe our twin-fanged friend really did bite the dust for good.
Across the page, the words of the legend hang like a funeral bell: rebirth. But in this world, resurrection comes at a terrible price. The darkness closes in, and the question lingers like a chill in the graveyard air. If Dracula cannot rise again, what horror will claim the night next? Gotham's midnight air hangs heavy and poisoned, as desperate voices gather over a plan no sane soul would dare consider. In the shadows, the city's fate balances between science, superstition, and the grave.
We don't have any choice, Harold. We must find a way to bring Dracula back from the grave, or Dr. Sun will conquer us all.
Keep checking your books. Perhaps there's some way we've all been overlooking. I suggest we try the government again. Contact someone in Washington. I still disapprove of regenerating one menace to battle another.
What else can we do, Rachel? Sun's already proven he can control the army. Do we send in more troops for him to take over?
Well, I want Dracula alive again. He's so cute. I already miss him. Did you know he offered me a job as one of his vampires?
Look, I don't like the idea any more than you do, but I fear that Dracula may be the only one who can help us now.
Below them, in a lonely trench of ash and ruin, the last remnants of Dracula wait in the dark. Then, from the edge of the room, a startling discovery cuts through the gloom.
I see him down there. Gosh, even his ashes are cute. We've just got to find a way to bring him back to me, Harold.
I'm looking for one, Aurora. Believe me, friends, Romans, and residents of Boston proper, give the kid with glasses a gold star. I think I may have found the answer we've been searching for.
Gotham at night, shadows lengthening across a forgotten reading room as dust hangs in the air like a curse. Somewhere inside, forbidden knowledge stirs.
It's here under vampire revivification.
Oh, Dracula. Please come back to me. I miss you. I really do. Dracula, do you hear me? Please come back to me.
It says that either the blood or the tears of a virgin pure can reanimate the ashes of a vampire damned. They've gone out of style like the Iceman and G-rated movies. Oh well, back to the old reading room, I guess.
Oh well, I thought we had something. But where the heck are we going to find a virgin pure these days? The urn, it's getting hot. Oh my goodness, I can't hold on. Smash, something's happening inside that urn. It's beginning to glow.
And if it means what I think it does, I'm going to be sick. I really am.
Gotham's darkness presses in as a small studio apartment fills with heat and smoke. Somewhere inside, a terrible transformation is already underway.
The room's getting hot. I think a fire's starting.
But I can't let it reach my research books. If I can't find stuff to steal in those books, I'm out of a job.
The fiery glow rages higher, swallowing the apartment in a hungry red furnace. Rachel watches in helpless dread, sickened by what she knows is coming. From the ashes, bone forms, then muscle, then flesh, as if death itself is being forced to give up its prize. Beneath a night-black cloak, a body twitches and claws its way back into the world.
Harold, his flesh is sizzling. God, the smell.
The stench of burnt meat chokes the room as smoke coils upward like a living thing. Then the impossible stands revealed, a dead man risen once more.
He lives again. Dracula truly lives again.
Gotham's darkness gives way to a stranger nightmare. An old enemy returns from the dead, and disbelief hangs in the air like fog. Once again, someone has pulled Dracula back from the grave. Even the undead seem stunned by the impossible.
I have seen him rise from the ashes of decayed bones so many times before, yet still, to this day, I cannot comprehend it.
All I know, Quincy, is that I got dragged into this mess. Would you believe bringing Dracula back cost me my best jacket? It was a Robert Hall reject, sure, but still.
Speak, Harker, I know you would never give life to my bones unless there was a reason.
There is a reason. Dracula, Dr. Sun.
Enough, I comprehend fully. I owe that floating brain a taste of my vengeance. You, woman, yes, you, I sense you are the one who revived me, and for that you have earned my thanks. Tonight Dracula lives, and tonight Dracula kills.
Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over a cruel city as an ancient evil speaks from the dark. A desperate choice is being forced into motion.
There is irony blowing full this cruel night. You sought so long to slay me for my sins. Now you revive me to destroy a greater menace than I. But you, my longtime foes, shall always know this. Because of you, a young girl shall die. Before I comply with you, I need blood. I shall find a human, savor her blood, and then return. Such is the subtle revenge a vampire can muster.
Make way, human, tonight is a night for death.
A voice breaks through the terror. Rachel pleads, regret choking every word as the terrible truth closes in. And somewhere beyond the darkness, Cynthia's resistance collapses into tragedy. Mark presses for permanence, for a fate no one can escape once it begins. In Gotham's long shadow, love and death are only a heartbeat apart. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening across blood-slick stone, as Cynthia Cullen faces the end with terrifying calm. She knows she is going to die, even as the heavy body slams her to the ground and razor talons tear across her face. She doesn't struggle. She doesn't cry out as the velvet-cloaked fiend feeds and pain melts into heat, then whiteness, then blackness.
Such sweet blood, my dear. It has been a long time since I thirsted on one like you. And very soon you yourself shall know what it means to thirst.
The monster's promise hangs in the dark like a curse, sealing Cynthia Cullen's fate.
I pray to my unholy gods that you find blood that tastes as sweet.
And somewhere beyond the shadows, Mark's name is spoken like a death sentence.
Hold on, man, you ain't doing nothing.
That voice, it can only belong to one human cur, Blade.
So my black pursuer, you've dared follow me to America.
Don't think you're such a hotshot, Fangs. I didn't trek 3,000 miles for the slimy looks of you, but for the white-haired vamp that killed my mother.
Your illiterate vocabulary only shows you for the fool you are. Dig.
But seeing as to how you're right in front of me, I ain't gonna just say my hellos and leave. Now, drop your ridiculous wooden knife.
Combine forces, you and Harker, what gives Fangs, what gives, but I have other tasks which await me, far more vital than wasting my time with you, for I must return to Quincy Harker immediately, and combine our forces to do battle with Dr. Sun.
Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over the rooftops as a tense truce hangs in the air. Two men stand in the dark, bound by hatred and necessity.
I wouldn't have believed it if Fangs didn't prove it to me. The great and noble Quincy Harker is teaming up with that damned undead. It makes me sick to my stomach, Harker. You know that?
I suspect it would, Mr. Blade, but there are reasons important enough to form this truce, and it pains me as it does you.
Harker's voice is cold and controlled, but the tension beneath it is razor thin. Whatever they are planning, it's desperate enough to force enemies to stand side by side.
Don't give me no bull story, Harker. Fangs told me about this sun creep and I don't buy it. But truth to tell, it ain't my problem.
I've heard of your problems, Mr. Blade. You were wanted by the police for murder, I understand.
A sham, Pops, complete and total. A vampire coven set me up, and the fact is, it was controlled by that big enchilada himself. I gotta pay you for that one, Fangs, and for what your creeps did to Saffron.
Ah, yes, the Legion. The poor fools, I gave them some power to act on their own, and they squandered it. But know this, my friend, their scheme was not mine. Had it been, you and your black tramp would now be dead.
Gotham's night presses in like a coffin lid, but in the shadows, old grudges and deadlier schemes are still breathing.
But their scheme failed, and now another plot from another foe must fail as well. For the destruction of Dr. Sun is far more important than my slaying you, Blade.
That sinks it, man. You can take your partner and stuff him, Harker. As for me, I got other things to do, like find that stinkin' mother killer.
A bitter argument erupts in the dark, each word sharper than a knife. Harker's obsession with Dr. Sun threatens to split the alliance wide open.
I traced him to Boston, and man, I gotta find him, and I gotta kill him.
We have had our difficulties in the past, but defeating Dr. Sun will take all our resources. I do not wish to, but if I must, I will beg you to stay and help us.
You brought Fangs back to life, Harker. Now you go play with him alone. Maybe you forgot what we've been fighting that killer for, or are you waiting for him to bite a chunk out of this kid's neck?
The room turns uglier still, and the threat of Dracula hangs over them like a curse. In Gotham's darkness, even allies sound like enemies. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over the rotten heart of the city as a monstrous game unfolds in the dark.
I'm splittin' beautiful, and while I'm out searching for a killer, you can play your games with Drac.
Don't bother showing me the way out, gang. I can find the door myself.
A bitter parting hangs in the air, all bravado and contempt, as one more unstable piece storms out into the night.
We've been shooting the breeze too long. I want action. It seems as if my foppish descendant has altered his cowardly attitude of late.
See, Harold, I told you Dracula really cared about me.
Aurora, sometimes I really worry about you. Was he right, Dracula? Would you really kill me like he said?
Of course, my dear, but I'm not about to, as long as you amuse me.
Then the monster turns toward the hunt, claiming the silver-staked prey for his own. But another shadow has already struck first, and the night is about to ignite. Gotham's night is thick with menace, and even the shadows seem to whisper of blood and war. A hunter stalks through the dark, following a trail that could lead straight into disaster.
I must be out of my mind, but I gotta follow that bloodsucker, just to make sure he doesn't screw up Harker and the others. You're getting soft in your old age, Blade. You know that.
Remember, I want you back here in an hour. You understand that, you too?
Yes, Mom.
Yes, Mama. I know it's Saturday, but I still want you both back home. Now have fun and remember, trick or treat.
Yes, we know, Mamas.
But the stalker is already thinking beyond caution, his obsession hardening into a deadly resolve. Across the street, another strike force sees an opening in the darkness.
I have no intention of letting my battle be shared. Those clods would be in the way, while by myself I can move unhindered. His army surrounds only the front of the brownstone, which means we can attack from the rear. Harker, Van Helsing, wait for me to return victoriously. And then we shall celebrate my victory with a second victory, with your deaths.
Gotham at night, the air thick with smoke and dread. In some hidden chamber, a dangerous power speaks of conquest while the dark night listens in the shadows.
Soon all governments will be mine to control, to crush.
He rants like a madman, but his madness is fueled by power. And for that, he must be destroyed.
While our power is small, our desire is great. You, my newly won troops, will be the vanguard of my power. Return to your base, infiltrate, bring me new converts and new weapons to be used for my purposes.
If one wishes to rule with a hand of iron, one must make it appear the hand holds only sugar. Control held only with the fist is control easily crushed.
Batman weighs the threat in the darkness, every word a clue in a larger war for Gotham's soul. The city holds its breath because the next move could decide everything. Gotham at night, shadows lengthening over a hidden criminal stronghold where violence and superstition mingle in the dark.
Now go take the weapons I've supplied you with. The vampire still runs loose, and your bullets are coated with silver. When he is seen, he must be destroyed. Go now, do what you have been ordered to do.
Sorry, brother, but you're not using that little plaything on Fangs. Not right now, at least. Not that I necessarily want to work with that killer, but until he's finished doing what Harker wants him to do, Dracula's gonna be walking with his own power, dig.
Deep beneath the city, darkness swells into mist, threading its way toward the center of Sun's operation. Each corridor swallows sound and the hunt keeps moving. But then the journey is halted. In the dripping black of the tunnel, a new shape gathers weight, silent, patient, and deadly. Water drips from the rocky ceiling in a steady hiss, but even that sound is drowned by something worse: soft footsteps, hungry teeth, and the promise of a predator closing in. Gotham's darkness hangs heavy, but this is no street fight. This is the language of war, spoken in whispers and fear.
Until it is too late, far too late.
The vampire lord stands silent as his mindless warriors recoil in dim-witted horror, and then he moves with lethal speed.
Bullets some more of Sun's zombies.
These are new recruits. They still lack a weapon worthy of facing me.
Their fate is sealed in an instant. The monsters are already dead, and Dracula offers them only cold contempt.
A shame for them, for though they are but pawns in this war, the innocent always die when battle is waged. Such have wars always been, and such shall it always be.
His voice carries across the battlefield like a verdict, as if only one truth remains in the end. War continues until the last soldier falls and the generals are forced to meet. Gotham's night hangs heavy and cold, a city of shadows where old wars still echo in the dark. Above the rain-slick streets, a far more ancient battle rages on.
And this war will undoubtedly end when you have no more fodder to waste on me, son.
Soldier, you have been ordered to slay the vampire Dracula.
But you are the vampire, you are Dracula.
You have your orders, soldier. Obey them instantly.
The struggle tightens as the enemy's forces thin, and the final battle draws near like a storm on the horizon. Somewhere beyond the violence, another danger is closing in.
And when that hour comes, so shall come victory, but for only one of us that is true vampire. Only one of us shall survive this meeting, and that one must be.
Hey, I don't like this, Billy. There are soldiers in the front yard.
Maybe the owner won't like being bothered. Let's go, Billy, please.
No, Anna. I want to see who lives here.
Gotham at night, shadows stretching over a silent street as a lone doorbell buzzes in the dark. Inside, danger is already awake.
Your doorbell, son, were you expecting someone?
I need no help, vampire. At least not to destroy you.
Twice before you were held in my power, but this time you shall be killed forever.
Both times you held me, I was weakened. First by blood loss, then by your draining sorcery. And this time, you've got someone fighting with you.
The chamber crackles with tension as an unseen battle rages behind the walls. Even the night itself seems to hold its breath.
To wipe out Dr. Sun, it's time now, Blade.
But now I am at full power, and I will not be so easily defeated.
No one's answering, and I'm sure I hear something in there. Sounds like someone's fighting. But I guess we'll never know, Anna.
Outside, the ignorant world moves on beneath Gotham's gloom, never seeing the fury burning just beyond the door. And somewhere ahead, another final battle waits.